Start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Another try for Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
57's the mic. Check.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
First carry now for McFadden. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now McFadden running right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down now, it's Davis. Shoving his way inside the 35. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check three. Out. Hey!
On 3rd and 2, Whitlock. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
64,
They'll run with Davis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Yep.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
This is Davis. And an alley to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Mahomes. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. McFadden loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Yellow. 180. Hey, Ridley. Under 10. 10.
Watch twist.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
I don't need to.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Davis now. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Bound to lose one. Safe.
61, matchbox lights.
Right there, 56. Rip left. Big Ed.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down.
Watch his flat.
Rush in. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check 43.
Hey, Haywood.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun, Whitlock. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give right to McFadden. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Don't be mad.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Check 55, Mike. All right, T, let's take it. All right, T.
First down, a run with Madd3n. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Attack. Motion. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep it from going all the way.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ricky. Go. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Squeeze, double. Hey. Go. 50, Mike, 50.
Back to throw. Whitlock. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, a give to Davis. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Quickstone, Travis.
Operating from the gun, Whitlock. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Attack!
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
57. 57 to Mike. Watch the curl. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Whitlock to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd down, York. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's Davis, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A first down carry for Davis. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go again with Davis. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, tighten down.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City in for the score. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condemn. Near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yeah.
On the carry, it's Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here I come again.
Hey, lock it. Now.
2nd and 2. Escapes the sack. Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Frank Clark. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. Watching when he was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end.
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tackles, but eventually goes down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Hey, 43.
On first down, Mahomes buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
57 color.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mahomes firing complete. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
So we got man. Hey, 15. Motion, I got one. Check. 53's mine. Box try. 53's mine.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Hey, 15. Mike, 55.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Yellow. He's checking. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
You drop Hawkins.
On 1st down, Davis. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Shift. Check. Leo. Hey. Speed grip.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Being chased out left. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Go! 18 Gator. 56. Let's go. Hurry. Kill. 49. Check 49. Watch out. 22 jet bomber. Check. Look. Squeeze. Check.
On 1st down, Whitlock Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
You got him. You got him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shift. 15. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Team 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just yellow. Watch it. Bravo.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cross the pass. 55.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Seahawks, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.